Good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm saying it. We're back. Finally. Finally, we're here together live and not on remote. Mr. Secretary General, well, virtually speaking, Mr. President of the General Assembly, ambassadors, Under Secretaries General, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. In 2020 alone, according to UNESCO, 62 journalists were killed just for doing their jobs. Between 2006 and 2020, over 1,200 professionals lost their lives the same way. In 9 out of 10 cases, the killers go unpunished. During the coronavirus pandemic, the working conditions of news reporters around the globe have deteriorated amid job losses and attacks on media freedom, according to a survey published by the International Federation of Journalists. 3 out of 4 journalists have faced restrictions, obstructions, or intimidation while covering the COVID crisis. 2/3 of staff and freelance journalists say that they have experienced worsening working conditions, including pay cuts, lost revenue, and job losses. These results show a worrying trend of declining media freedom at the very time when access to information and quality journalism is so crucial. We stand in solidarity with those members of the media who find themselves in difficult situations throughout the world. In times of crisis, such as the COVID-19 outbreak, it is even more important that the public have access to reliable and timely information, and journalists have a key role to play to ensure their rights to freedom of expression, particularly in this case, to prevent fake news that undermines confidence in vaccines and science. As the UN Secretary General said, the COVID-19 pandemic and the shadow pandemic of misinformation has demonstrated that access to facts and science is literally a matter of life and death. When access to information is threatened, it sends a disturbing message that undermines democracy and the rule of law. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels like an essential time to honor responsible journalism because we need news that is based on truth. Tonight, we're honoring some of our colleagues who have excelled in their coverage to the United Nations over the past 2 years. Our winners are from Africa, Europe, and the Americas. They have reported on the effects of the climate change, the COVID-19 outbreak, the crisis in Afghanistan, and the situation in Iraq, among other important topics. We will also celebrate the work of our sister organization, the Dag Hammarskjöld Fund for Journalists, that recognizes excellency reporters from the developing countries, hosting 4 talented journalists in New York for 10 weeks over the UN General Assembly. This year, unfortunately, only virtually. Our fellows are from Afghanistan, Argentina, Iran, and Venezuela. Our commitment to journalists from the developing countries and giving them an opportunity to follow the work here at the UN is crucial for us. We will also recognize our honoree, UNDP Goodwill Ambassador Padma Lakshmi, whom we are very excited to welcome here tonight. And on the screen, have you seen our guest of honor, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres? I would like to thank all our sponsors from different countries who have so generously given support to the principle of a free and independent press. Let me indulge a moment longer to thank few people whose commitment is crucial, and please start applauding them as I do so. Please join me in thanking our awards chairman, Gianpaolo Pioli. Thank you, Gianpaolo. Our award selection coordinator, Tuyet Nguyen. And our executive coordinator, Melanie Gigliati. Thank you so much, Melanie. all UNCA Executive Committee members, thank you so much for your commitment over the last very challenging year. And a special thanks to the architect of the video. You wait to see it because it will be amazing. Nabila Bissab, Betulio Rook, Alexander Hassanein, Kaori Yoshida, and Eric Beharano. Last but not least, to our MC and my predecessor, Sherwin Bryce-Peace. Thank you, Sherwin. It is always a pleasure working together. We are a very great team. I would like to conclude with a personal note. The past 21 months should have taught us how much we can be enriched by sharing times and experiences with others. For this reason, being here with all of you tonight feels even more special. And it's important to count on the effort of all of us to continue living this so precious new normal. Enjoy the rest of your evening, stay safe, and happy holidays.